Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of One Day at a Time, where we talk about and embody becoming the best versions of ourselves, healing, learning, and growing. I'm your host, Hannah Marie. This episode is your guide on how to romanticize your life. And we're really going to dive deep on this topic and not just the surface level. I think this topic will be really fun to get into, and I'm excited to share all my tips and things I've been doing to romanticize my life. Let's get into it. Let's talk about what romanticizing really is. My definition of it is when you take the small things, moments, experiences in life and make them bigger, elevating it so it's more enjoyable and exciting. Also, just being content with yourself and living a life full of gratitude and peace, and deciding ultimately to live intentionally. In the first episode, I mentioned a little bit about romanticizing this fall season, and that's exactly what I've been doing recently. And for all the seasons that have recently passed, I think it's fun to flow and celebrate with the seasons and doing activities that align with each season. For me, I have been in my baking era, okay? I will be making my own pumpkin bread this weekend, and I'm so excited. I'm going to have a little spooky or fall related movie night, get assorted snacks, and I'm looking forward to it. I have also recently semi already decorated for fall in terms of inside the house. I have to pull out the front of the house decorations, but so far the house are looking very fallish. I'm also really getting into like the fall fashion since we're here. And I made a 3-part fall closet series on my social media where I'm just going to be showing all of the pieces in my closet that I think are perfect for this fall season. And I'm adding a little try-on haul from what I found from Target's fall style collection, and they have some really nice clothes. The girl next to me waiting in line for the fitting room said they really liked everything that I picked up in my cart. They were like, girl, you got some cute pieces. I was like, I know. But really, Target has some nice clothes. You guys need to run there. But yeah, I think romanticizing fall has just been really nice and fun and allowing me to be more present, appreciating the small things in life, but not so small because they make us happy. And that is a big important thing in life, to find the joy, the beauty, and live contently. There is this stigma that romanticizing is all about luxury and having all these nice, expensive things, which, isn't all bad. It isn't bad to have it all, but it really isn't all about that. What romanticizing really means is just being grateful for what you have and what you have around you, and taking pleasure in the simple things and doing what you can to make yourself feel good inside and out. And it is possible to do that with little to no money, to fill your own cup and fuel your own soul. And this can look like just letting yourself outside, go for a walk, feel the sun on your skin, take in the scenery. It's a fact that nature can make us feel calmer. And while you walk, you can choose to have music playing in the background, play your favorite song or playlist, and just feel like a main character in a movie with the music playing in the background all the time. I have done this before, and it's just a simple act of self-care for me, and it's something little you can do for yourself to boost your overall mood. I know it might be hard to romanticize if you're going through it mentally, or if you're depressed, or whatever the case may be. It all can be overwhelming, and romanticizing really isn't like the first thing on your mind then, but it is still possible to romanticize even when your life looks bleak and dull or whatever. It just doesn't look good. Life is just going wrong. But romanticizing can come up subconsciously if you decide to pull yourself out of whatever situation you are in for a moment, allowing a new positive perspective to come in. And I remember when I was depressed for a long time, and when a moment of clarity and positivity seeped through the depression and into my mind, whether it was from family, therapy, something I watched, or a thought I had that things will get better, that really shifted my perspective, made me look at things differently, and got me excited for simple things I was too tired to do, or in general that I could do for myself. And when those moments came around, I made sure to really take it all in and make it the best experience for me. And at the time, I don't think I was familiar with the term romanticizing, but I did do it. And now that time has gone by, romanticizing is something I just do naturally. Another way I romanticize is such a hard word to just I don't know. It's so hard to just flow off the tongue. I'm struggling, but please bear with me. But another way I romanticize is a term called solo dating. Solo dating is just where you learn to enjoy your own company. Self-love and having a great relationship with yourself is important. Also to not only depend on others to make you happy and have enjoyable experiences in life. Remember, you are also capable of giving that to yourself. And I go the extra mile for myself through self care, and what I want to receive from others, I know I can provide it to myself. I spend most of my time alone, and I make sure the times I have with myself are times where I'm content, fulfilled, and just having the best time ever because I deserve that and you do as well. One solo date I took myself on was taking myself to the park, setting up one of those aesthetic picnics on Pinterest or whatever social media platform you may have seen it on. And when you see those picnics, it's usually with a group of people. All the people involved had like a hand in making the picnic special, making it all cute and fun with food, music, painting, journaling, whatever activities they liked, and I decided to do that for myself. I had an old tapestry that I got off Amazon. I used that as my blanket to lay on the ground. I had a cute little basket I thrifted, and I bought myself some flowers and brought those flowers along with me, along with picnic foods I like. I also brought my digital camera with me, documented the whole experience, also brought a book and my gratitude journal. I wore a cute outfit, did my makeup for the solo date, and the whole setup was just so cute, and I put it all together just for myself. It ended up being a really good time and one of my favorite days. And I'm glad I have those memories in my phone and on my camera that I can just look back on because it was a really fun time. I've also taken trips to the city, exploring different neighborhoods, stores, going to cafes, getting myself a little latte or a matcha, and just enjoying the vibes, taking photos, literally my favorite thing ever. The girls that get it, get it. The benefits of going on a solo date is that you can literally do whatever you want. You can just do the things that make you happy, and everything is on your own timetable. And you might have little nice interactions and conversations with people you've never met before. One of my recent solo dates was actually to the city, and I went to Trader Joe's, bought myself some flowers, white roses. They were beautiful, but I took pictures and content of this day on my Instagram as well as TikTok if you wanted to see more of this day. But yeah, I tried a new cafe. The vibes of this day were very pink. I matched my makeup and hair and outfit and even my matcha from the cafe I went to the pink aesthetic. Because why not? I felt so cute and in my girly energy. I was romanticizing the whole event. I ordered a strawberry matcha and sat in the cafe, did some editing on my phone, and enjoyed the calm vibes in there. Cafes always give off a calm vibe. I felt like a main character, and someone actually approached me in the cafe and we started to conversate. I didn't know this person at all, but I found out they were new to town and wanted to meet somebody, and we talked about our interest and got to know each other a little bit. And they told me that I radiated positive energy, and I was so happy to hear that because that's all I want to give off. Overall, the whole experience was amazing because I romanticized and I had attracting energy the whole day. And I came into this day openly and just wanting the best time for myself. And that's exactly what happened. The day was filled with acts of self care, self love, and made it a whole vibe for myself. And that's how I want all of my days to be because life is just better that way. I'm gonna list some ways you guys can romanticize as well. I already mentioned to take yourself out on solo dates and celebrate with the seasons, but another way is to Look at your daily routine and figure out what makes you happy and what doesn't. You can romanticize the things you don't like, and for things you already like, you can always still up-level the experience. Let's say for the things you do not like in your routine, you don't like doing the dishes, you dread doing them. How can you make that experience better or just change your perspective on that task? And again, you do not have to like it, but you can try to make the things you aren't excited to do more exciting. This can apply for anything, but for this specific example, you can listen to your favorite music, show, or a podcast in the background while you do the dishes to make it more of a entertaining time. Speaking for myself, implementing this made me kind of look forward to cleaning up not only the dishes, but all of my spaces. I'll have some house music playing or whatever I want to listen to and make it a vibe, like I mentioned. This goes for exercising, going to work, etc. Finding something to look forward to, and if you can't, add something to the overall experience to make it more enjoyable. And for the things you already like, let's keep it simple. You look forward to your cup of coffee in the morning. Put your coffee in a cute little mug, remake your favorite coffee order from your favorite cafe if you want to, read a book, watch your favorite show while you sip on your cup of coffee. And I want to say this is actually an example of slow living and just being present, taking your time in the morning, allowing yourself to enjoy things is essentially romanticizing in itself. Some of society has kind of pushed hustle culture, always being on the go and never really relaxing and enjoying what's right in front of you. But I advise you to start slowing down sometimes, being intentional, and allowing yourself to notice and enjoy the things around you. Moving on, another way to romanticize is something I kind of touched on briefly already in this episode, but it is to indulge in your senses. Really take in the scenery of wherever you are. If you're at a cafe or on a hot girl walk, take in the smells, notice the taste of what you're consuming, notice the people around you while you're on your walks. I have been taking a lot of walks recently, and now that it's fall, the leaves are turning a different color and it's so beautiful outside. Also feeling just the wind and hearing the birds chirping or taking moments of silence, acknowledging your senses and being present in them can help create a sense of calm and joy. I'm gonna rapid fire kind of some other ways you can romanticize. Dressing up just because. There are plenty of times where I get dressed up just to feel good. I'm not going anywhere, but I still do it because it makes me feel good and it's just for fun. Doing my makeup and getting dressed also makes me feel more productive and confident, and this applies for me going out as well. When you do plan to go out, dress up just because. If you're getting invited to just something simple like the movies and you decide for yourself that you want to wear a very nice outfit, do your whole makeup, even though you'll be sitting in a dark place where no one will see you, but it's fine because it's ultimately about you and how you feel. There's this quote I saw on Pinterest: if it makes you feel good, it's not a waste of time. This is so true, and you need to remember that, obviously, in some cases, because that is also a general statement and can apply to some not so good things. But in this case, if it means putting extra effort into yourself, why not do it if it makes you happy? Another way to romanticize your life is to make different music playlists for different moods you might be in. It's fun to do, and when you have done it, try it out. It adds to the overall experience, the mood you're in, and also just matches the aesthetic of it all. I have made so many different music playlists. Examples: when I'm getting ready for a night out, I'll play upbeat music to get me hyped up for the night ahead. Don Toliver, Drake, Chase Atlantic. If I'm upset and I just need a good cry, I'm gonna play all the good sad songs, and it really just does make a difference. Decorating your living space and allowing yourself to tap into your creativity can be a way to romanticize. You want your space to be beautiful and somewhere that is comfortable and inspires you. Figure out some of the things you like and how you want to decorate. And to help you with that, you can pull up inspo from YouTube and TikTok videos. There's a lot on that. There's also Pinterest. On Pinterest, there's everything, every aesthetic, and you're going to be able to find what you want. Just search up like Y2K, cottagecore, minimalism, aesthetic, whatever you're into. I'm sure it will be on there, which leads me to my next point. Romanticize by making mood boards on Pinterest. This is completely free. Make yourself little vision boards and save photos that inspire you and motivate you to create your ultimate dream life and go after your goals and get you excited about things and what can happen. That is what romanticizing is just getting excited about life. I'm going to read a quote from the New York Times. Miss Hess said, "I want to make even the most mundane of days feel unique because they are what make up the majority of our lives, not the vacations or special events that happen once in a while." And just from that quote, this is so true because not all of us can take spontaneous travel trips across the country or treat ourselves to excessive shopping trips often, etc. This is why you want to take a closer look at your own routine and what you do during the day and find ways to elevate some of those simple things, tasks, experiences by romanticizing it. Make it fun, make it luxurious, spice it up. While I was doing my research on this topic, I found out the term romanticizing became really popular during the months of the pandemic, and I can see why because we were isolated for a long period of time. We consumed and repeated some of the same things, and we couldn't experience a lot during that time. The quote I pulled is from an article called The Mundane Thrill of Romanticizing Your Life by Christina Karen. As I was looking into more of this topic, I'm glad to see articles, pages, people talking about this more and implementing romanticizing in their everyday lives because it does make an impact. It allows you to be more intentional, live with purpose, have a positive outlook on things, creates healthy habits, gets you energetic and inspired to live out your dream life and grow into the person you want to be. I have been saying if you're not romanticizing, what are you doing? It's not a waste of time. It's not stupid. It is okay to celebrate life and make things a little extra if it makes you happy. Gratitude creates abundance. It creates a peaceful and content life. I honestly do see a change in myself after romanticizing my life. I am happier, I am expressing gratitude, and I'm living in the moment and I'm becoming more content with myself. I would love to hear some of the ways you guys romanticize. I'm excited to see the responses. I'm going to leave that as a question down below instead of what did you think about this episode. Tonight's plans probably include scrolling on Pinterest. That's probably my favorite pastime activity right now, but I might take a shower, light my candle, and make it a vibe. Make it a vibe. But yeah, let me know how you guys romanticize. I made a podcast Instagram account, the One Day at a Time pod. You guys can leave recommendations of topics you would like to hear on this podcast and interact with me there and connect with me on my other socials as well. They're in the show notes. Please leave a rate and review. And for the people who haven't been familiar with the term romanticizing or they haven't done it, let me know if this episode inspired you to do it or you're going to start implementing this in your routine. Or you're just here for the vibes. That's okay too. I'm happy you're here. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next Self Care Sunday for a brand new episode. Bye, my loves.